welcome to this initiation of activating the temple codes within yourself. If you're new to my work, hi, my name is Marissa Indigo. I am a New Earth priestess and oracle and splenic projector, here to support spiritual women who are called to conscious leadership or to start teaching and sharing their wisdom, or in some form show up for themselves and the world at large and kind of bridge the gap. So I offer different perspective and a quantum consciousness expanded viewpoint of things, and with my splenic projector insight kind of offer like an x-ray vision into different topics to assist you to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be, where you see yourself, where you dream of being with your life, and offering the tools and wisdom and support in order to do so. So welcome to this transmission. I want to begin with these temple code initiations here to share that this is a process for all of us on our journey of essentially externalizing the inner landscape, the inner experience. So as we go more quantum and multidimensional and awaken to different layers of our being, maybe different gifts starting to come online or different callings that are just undeniable. There's this desire to share and to teach and to show up. We also talk a lot about throat chakra activation and connecting that to the womb center. So there are other videos about that on my page. But essentially what we're talking about here with these temple codes is building this internal connection to the temple that you are, that your body is, that your energy is, that your frequency is, and allowing that to exude from the inside out in your daily experience. So we are starting to completely shift. We're having a paradigm shift in our mentality, in our self-identity, and how we see and relate to our world. And this is an inversion going on. We are inverting, taking the external and internalizing it. So this is going to be a flip. Instead, we're going to be taking the internal and externalizing it. So I just invite you to save this video, bookmark this. If you are not in the space right now, maybe you're at work or you're doing errands, you're with your family, in order to kind of go inward and do more of a meditative, contemplative, and expanded state of being. So please save this, and I will see you later, and I thank you for being here. And for those, let's get into it. What are the temple codes? What is the concept of the temple? So I want you to close your eyes. Let's come into the frequency together. Closing your eyes, descending down from the linear mind and the thinking mind, down, 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 through the face, through the heart, sitting in the heart center now. And breathing in through your nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Allowing the exhale to draw you more inward and downward into the body, into the earth, into matter, which is the divine mother current. You feel more breaths here, inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Starting to feel this anchored frequency, stabilized, supported, rooted, delighted, and ready. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed while we discuss this initiation here. Essentially, the temple is you. It is your life. It is showing you that you exist in a paradigm that functions for your development and evolution as a sacred hall of mirrors. So everyone you meet is your mirror. Every situation, every time that you feel activated, meaning triggered, or you feel fear arise, or worry, or concern, or you find yourself drifting away from the present moment into the future or into the past, all of these different instances are opportunities for you to see what your teaching is in that moment. Wow, I had a really strong reaction to that. Where did that come from? And sitting with it, being present with the emotions, welcoming them, no longer judging or feeling shame about your process. So the essence of the temple codes is that your entire life is the mystery school. And I have a whole other video about that on my page. But our entire reality and our engagement with the external reality is a mystery school, is a constant series of initiations, which is magnetizing what we're holding in our subconscious. And these are all opportunities for us to elevate and to upgrade our belief systems, our sentiments, our attachments to things, to continue to come into our waking life from such a state of rooted and grounded presence that we notice that there are almost layers of filters between us and the experience or the scenario. So you start to build and calibrate your nervous system in this form of adaptability, with a skill set to respond with ability from your ancient presence, from this sacred steward aspect of yourself that is your soul. And so when you start to look at this sentiment of reverence and devotion and sacred energy, and it's this beautiful, anchored, and very peaceful, expansive state where you don't feel rushed, you don't feel pushed around by external circumstances. So time no longer controls you. Money no longer controls you. All of these external human concepts no longer rob you of your peace. So the essence of the temple is that you are the temple, your body is the temple, how you treat yourself, how you set the standard, how you require higher of yourself and others, meaning you don't pollute your temple with what you put into it, which can include any kind of content, any kind of energy or media or other people. You start to trust your body as the barometer, as a temperature gauge to read the weather, the psychic weather in the environment around you. No longer denying the wisdom that comes from your body and your nervous system. So you start to observe, where do I tense up? Where do I feel relaxed? Where do I feel so good and delighted that this feels like a smile rippling from my heart and through my body? So the temple codes are all about embodiment, all about presence, all about nurturing yourself, honoring yourself, giving yourself a boundary and a space between your internal landscape, and making that connection and that presence the most important before doing anything else. And that you have this respect and this love and this honoring, this devotion to yourself, understanding that your frequency, your energy is the most important component of your entire existence. It is your currency. It sets the standard. So as we develop this connection inside of ourselves, we start to actually see the effects rippling outwards through relationships, the people around us, the different scenarios. You start to notice that you are called to make changes in your life, to adapt your schedule, to all of a sudden pull yourself, unplug yourself out of the linear matrix of hustle and grind, which is not flowing, right? It's very masculine, very external energy oriented, putting energy out, never filling your cup, right? So these are some of the quantum shifts that start to occur in our perception when you establish this connection inside with your inner peace, with your inner ancient one. So thank you so much for joining me for this initiation today. Please consider journaling to go deeper into what you have received from this information. This is the kind of work that I do one-on-one through sessions or special intensive mentorship containers. And I have a lot of amazing courses that I've developed over the years on my mystery school site that have to do with every aspect of the journey, right? Whether it's ancestral clearing or temple art immersion in the sacred feminine energetic with Sacred Divine Mother Sophia. These are all transmissions that have come through my body and my experience and my work as a mother and as a spiritual being having a human experience here, doing my best to bring the highest level of conscious awareness that I can into every situation. And that is an art form, right? We're always learning, we're always growing. There's always opportunities and initiations and triggers and where, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was still carrying that around, right? So I just want to thank you so much for being here. If you're interested in any of the beautiful free gifts, I offer a lot of goodies for free because I want to meet everyone where they're at. And the new earth, new frequency, new paradigm energetics are those of abundance. It's what can you bring? What can you share? What can you offer? What do you have? What are your resources? And so one of my resources is knowledge and experience and passion. So I have a lot of beautiful activational meditations or different rituals offered also. And it's all in my link tree in my bio. So just copy and paste that and see all the goodies that I have. And you're welcome to join me in this journey. Please like or share, follow if you're vibing. I offer a lot of resources on my page to assist women to come so fully into their embodiment and into their power and into their peace, right? And to really make moves, make shifts, make powerful shifts in your life from this place of centered knowing. And it's a very different energy because it's not loud, it's not brash, it's not in your face. This feminine current exudes a potent frequency like a rose, right? A perfume. And you just get to bathe in your essence and in your joy and be in your love and be in your gratitude and trust and start to open up and trust the receiving of your reality instead of the doing and the grinding. So we're starting to learn how to balance activity with simple beingness. Doing, being, receiving, and giving, right? So thank you so much for being here. Just want to send you all my love and support. And I wish you a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.